Thank you, Mr. Ashok Gupta, for calling me Love Guru one more time. I thought that this was the season of Olympics, and perhaps since I'm giving a project on competent leadership, how to go about pursuing your competent leadership, he could have said that I'm a 3-time CL. I've done it in 2008, 2009 and 2010. I'm saying this because one of our former members, Stacey Fernandez, has once told us that if you don't toot your own horn, it will be used like a trumpet by someone else. So that's the reason. So today I will be doing a workshop on how to finish your CL projects as quickly as you can. Okay. So first of all, I would like to know how many of you have brought your CL manuals today. CL manuals? Okay, great. So do you have the old ones or the new ones? New ones. Okay. So instead of just going and keep giving you imparting knowledge about how to go about CL projects, what we will do is we'll play a quiz. Okay. Both new members and old members are allowed to participate. New members can also look at the CL manual while I ask the questions and check the answers and can answer. But if you have not brought your CL manuals, hard luck. I've also brought prizes for you. It looks like it has bhujia or pakodas, but apparently not. It has something better in it. So you will get prizes for answering questions. So I've formulated 10 questions, and if the question is a yes/no question, you have to give either a yes or a no. But in addition to that, you have to give a reasoning for it, so that the other members who are present in the club know why certain things are happening. And for all the new members, what I would request is to note down the questions also, so that if you have any confusion, you can ask me after the meeting or any other senior members. And the person who answers the maximum number of questions will also get a special prize, which I will reveal at the end. Okay? Any questions regarding the quiz? Yes, sir.
If two persons want to answer together,
I'll choose which one who has raised their hand first. Okay. So the first question: do I have to be a competent communicator before taking up projects listed in the CL manual? Okay, Shubhendu is an old member, so let me check any new person. Ankit.
No,
Why?
these are two separate manuals. CC manual is about your projects and your speeches, whereas CL manual deals with your leadership qualities regarding taking roles in the meeting.
Okay, correct. Can a big round of applause for Ankit? And your prize? Can anyone guess what it is?
Calorie.
Yes, it is calorie. It's 5-star. So the idea is to follow both CC and CL manuals concurrently. It is not necessary that you have to finish the CC manual first and then do the CL manual later on. You need to do it together, and then only you will be following the two tracks of competent communication and competent leadership. Okay? So the next question: can I apply for a CL award before completing my CC projects? Can I apply for a CL award before completing my CC projects? Okay, what's your name?
My name is Vijita.
Vinita.
Vijita.
Okay.
You can apply for a CL manual, CL award before you finish your CC manual, because the roles that you take in a meeting are more frequent in numbers than you do your projects over there, practically speaking. So it's better that you take up CL roles, a small role as a grammarian or a table topic master or a time of add-on to your CL manual.
Okay, great. Is she a member of your board? Huh? Bangalore. Okay. Can you please pass this to her? Great answer, Vijita. So anyone has any questions regarding the question?
no.
No? Okay. Third one. As a new member, should I first practice all the roles before seeking an evaluation of these roles from the CL manual? As a new member, should I first practice all the roles before seeking an evaluation of these roles from the CL manual? Yes, Rashmi.
The answer is no. I guess the first thing has to be your icebreaker, can be your icebreaker, and then you can go about the other roles. Like you can, of course, like when I was a new member, I first acted as a timer and then I gave my icebreaker. But it's always better to have an icebreaker so that everyone knows you and then allows you the things that you can do.
way
Okay.
mentally.
Your answer is partially correct, but the main answer is no. The purpose of the CL manual is to help members develop their leadership skills by performing various roles in Toastmasters club meetings. So you can perform the role of the timer, grammarian, counter before before giving your project speeches. So it is not necessary that you have to give your project speeches first and then take on the roles. So what you have done practically in the club is correct. So okay, so for you, big round of applause for Rashmi. So this is a very major question, and which a lot of people get confused about. So the question is, do the roles listed in the 10 projects of the CL manual have to be performed consecutively or in sequential order? That is, do I need to first complete all the roles of project 1 before taking up the roles of project 2 and so on and so forth? Shubhendu.
No, you don't have to. You can do the 1, 4, then back to 2, like that. Whichever, for example, you are doing evaluating somebody. So evaluation role probably starts from project 3. You can do it right away, starting even if you are doing a project 1. That's it.
Okay, and can you explain on why you can do project 3 first versus project 1 first?
Project, I don't remember the exact project 1 and project 3, but all are different. In the leadership track have many different branches. For example, mentoring, giving feedback, or time management. So you can do anything as you wish. You have to do maybe in one project, in one project 5 is a project implementation. So you have to implementation. You do take that project, do 3 of the projects given there. You don't have to do the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 before that. So you can directly touch the 5.
Okay, big round of applause for Shubhendu. I just want to elaborate one more thing. The fact that in a CL project, say for example the role of grammarian, you need to perform it 4 times. So it may so happen that you perform the role of a grammarian on the first meeting, and then in the second meeting also you need to perform the role of a grammarian. Okay, so you can complete grammarian's roles first before completing the role of a timer or a counter. Kunal, you would like to add something?
Just 2 more small points. Members should also just remember that as you progress in your CL projects, they keep getting tougher and tougher. So while you don't have to do it sequentially, you might like to do it sequentially. The second thing is that, as Raj is pointing out, you might have to play a single role multiple times. You must realize that every time you play that role, there's a different learning that's concentrated on. So while the first time you play grammarian, it might just be simply listening to the person speaking. The second time could be a little bit extra. So it's really up to you. You could do it sequentially, or if you get a chance, you can skip and jump a little bit. Some things for you.
Thank you. Okay, this is a 2-part question. How many projects are there in the CL manual, and do I need to complete all the roles, all the projects before applying for the Competent Leadership Award? How many projects? It's a 2-part question. The first part is, how many projects are there in the CL manual, and do I need to complete all the projects before I can apply for the Competent Leadership Award? I didn't see who is the okay, you, Akanksha.
Yes, there are like 10 projects in the CL manual.
Including the sub-projects?
No, you didn't
No?
mention the sub-projects.
Okay, I'll add the question. It's a 3-part question.
Okay, I'll tell you the sub-projects. Well, 3 plus 5.
Okay, she is adding it up. It's 44. Continue.
So, like there are many projects, but we can choose, maybe there are 50 or 55, but we can choose maybe 44 projects from there. And yes, we need to complete all of them, and then only we can apply for a CL award, because once we complete them, then we are a competent leader for the next stage.
Okay, thank you so much, but it is an incorrect answer. Please sit down. Okay, the thing is, we have 44 projects, including the sub-projects, out of which you really need to do only 21 and 22. 21 or 22 projects. If you have the CL manual, you can see on page 76, there is a summary of all the projects. This is for the old CL manual. I'm not sure what's the page number for the new CL manual. It has the summary of all the projects.
64 pages.
64?
It is a new one.
So new one, I do not know what's the page number. But for the old CL manual, it's
Page 6.
page 6. You have it? Okay, so if you notice that in the first project, out of 4, you only need to do 3. Do you see it? In the second project, out of 3, you only need to do 2. In project 6, out of 6 projects, you need to do only 1. Okay? So the thing is, there are total of 44 sub-projects, and out of which, if you go through each project, you will find out that you only need to do either 1 or 2 or 3, and you are not required to do all the projects. Only in project 3, you are required to do all the 3 sub-projects. So do not get overwhelmed by the fact that there are 44 projects and you need to do all the 44 sub-projects before you can complete the CL manual. The thing is, you need to complete only 21 or 22 of those projects, and then you can apply for your CL award. Okay? Does it make sense? Anyone has any questions? Akash, you have a question? Okay. Anyone else? Any new members, any questions regarding this? Because this is a very important thing, because when you go through the projects, you will notice that since you are only supposed to do 21 or 22, and if you go to like 2 or 3 meetings in a week, there are some members who do that, then you can finish the CL manual in 7 weeks. There are people who have completed the CL manual in less than 7 weeks also. It personally took me about 6 months because I didn't go to like 2 or 3 meetings in all the clubs, but 6 to 7 months is a decent enough time to complete your CL projects. And most people who parallelly run CC and CL usually finish their CL projects before they finish their CC projects. Okay, but if you are not starting on the CL projects, then you can't do anything about it. So the next question: do I need to ask the Vice President Education to assign an evaluator for evaluating a role as per the CL manual? Do I need to ask the Vice President Education to assign an evaluator for the evaluating a role as per the CL manual? Yes, Vijita.
It is good that if you have an evaluator for your CL manual allocated by your VPF. If not, you can just give it to any senior Toastmasters in the club who can just fill in your CL manual and can give you guidance how to improve on your CL roles.
Okay, absolutely correct. Big round of applause for her. You get another 5-star. Maybe now you like to start sharing it.
She will have all.
She might also get a special prize in the end if she answers the most number of questions correctly. So the idea is you come to the meeting with your CL manual, and say for example, if Shubhendu brings a CL manual, he can before the meeting can give the manual to anyone in the club. It's preferable that if you give it to the senior Toastmaster and evaluate him for the role what he is playing on that day. So say for example, he's playing the role of a grammarian, he can come up and give the manual right before the meeting to Ayan. He will evaluate him for the role of the grammarian. And say for example, Ashokji is playing the role of a timer, he can give his CL manual to Mr. Pabrai, who can evaluate him for the role of timer. You do not need the permission of VP Education to fulfill the role of CL manuals. Okay? Does the CL role evaluator need to present an oral evaluation during the meeting in addition to the written evaluation in the CL manual? Okay, can you explain why?
That's what I've seen, that you don't have to, no one gets an oral evaluation.
Okay.
I've completed my CL and not a single oral evaluation.
Thanks.
Why I don't
So
know.
the answer is as per experience. We have a purpose for it. I asked for the reason just because of habit, because I was saying the same thing for the past 5 questions. Anyways, he is correct. Presentation of oral evaluation is not mandatory, but it is recommended that if the time permits, then the person can get oral evaluation in the meeting. Okay? Okay. Question number
7.
Was there a
8.
question?
No, that was not a question. If I have taken up a role in a meeting which is required to be performed for more than one project, can I consider that I have met the requirements of that role for all the projects? Let me explain. So say for example, the role of a grammarian is required in the projects 1, 2, 3 and 4. Can I serve the role of a grammarian once and satisfy the requirements of all 4 projects in one go? Tanu has an answer.
It's not that way. If you have using the grammarian once, you have to perform 4 times to complete the project.
Okay, correct. This for Tanu. the thing is, each project has a different objective. When a role is performed, it can be used to fulfill the objectives of only one project at a time. Thus, the role of a grammarian will have to be performed on 4 separate occasions in 4 separate meetings to obtain credit for it in all projects. Okay, any questions regarding this? Vishal.
Just a corollary to this point that if you play 2 different roles, for example, if you play the role of a timer, for example, if you play the role of a timer or a grammarian timer, and say, for example, the role of general evaluator at the same time in the same meeting, so can we satisfy the criteria for both these in the same meeting?
So you're saying that you're playing 2 roles in one meeting.
Right, exactly.
So yes, you can get it evaluated for 2 different projects, not for the same projects in not for the same sub projects in different. Sorry, not for the same role in different projects. Okay. So say for example, you're playing the role of a timer and grammarian. If there are less number of members in a meeting, you're playing the 2 roles, timer and grammarian. Then you can get evaluated for timer and grammarian for 2 separate sub projects in the manual. Okay. If I attend meetings of other clubs in addition to my home club and take up roles in those meetings, can I be evaluated for those roles? Okay. Any new person? Can I see a new person? Naveen.
Whenever you are playing a role, you just need to carry your CL nano, get it evaluated by a person existing as far as the proof master is concerned on the roles of that club, and you stand to get credit for the role.
Correct. Naveen. So the idea is also to visit different clubs in the division and try to understand how different clubs are performing, and you can get roles evaluated in different meetings. Okay, now this is the big one, and this is the biggest issue we are facing in our club. If I forget to carry my CL manual to a meeting, which happens more than enough, can I still seek a retrospective evaluation of my role, which also happens many a times, at a subsequent meeting when I remember to take my CL manual? Okay, Sudhir.
No, never. You cannot, you have to carry your CL manuals and get the credit by the evaluation at that very.
Okay, so you cannot get a retrospective evaluation.
No. Generally, it should not be. I leave it up to Kunal to get the credit. But as far as
do you want the 5-star? If you want
more than sharing, I would be very particular about this answer in the sense that if we are not going to get credit, then it is very mandatory that we carry the CL manuals. And
okay, let's see what Shubhendu has to say.
For example, if you have done a project, for example, which is the project 6, newsletter design, you lead that. So there you don't have the leadership manual with you, and you can get it done retrospective evaluation later once you have finished it, maybe 2 months later or something. So you can do it even if you don't have it. You just make sure.
No, but what about the roles performed in the club? Say for example, if he is performing the role of a grammarian today,
yes,
can he get his evaluation? He didn't bring his CL manual today. Can he get his role evaluated next
yes,
week?
you can do it because CL champ will keep track of who is evaluating when. He can do it in a sheet. He can give it to you, and if orders, the evaluator can make notation and update the book, the manual later on, later time.
Okay, let's get another opinion. Tanu, what do you have to say?
I agree with Shubhendu that if you forget your CL manual and it has been evaluated, then you can, the evaluator can fill up the details in the next session.
Okay, Ankit has to say something.
The suggestion, if there is enough space here, why can't we keep the CL manuals here so that the person who comes to this and wants to play their own chemistry?
You want to increase the laziness of the people? For the love of God. Wrong answer. Pramodji.
One can get evaluated himself retrospectively, provided he informs before the meeting to the CL champ that I have forgotten to bring my CL manual and I am performing this role today. So assign me evaluator, he will evaluate, but one must tell the project, which project he wants to get evaluated. And the evaluator will wrote down a piece of paper and next time he will fill it up with the permission of the CL.
Okay, thank you so much. The thing is, thank you, Mr. Kedia. The thing is, we are not supposed to get retrospective evaluation. The only way you can do this is to, if you get the, say for example, you are finishing your project 1, okay? So you get the written evaluation on a sheet of paper to the questions which are in project 1, okay, on a sheet of paper, and you keep it with you. And the next week you bring your CL manual along with that sheet of paper and you give it to the same person to fill it out. If you say that, okay, please evaluate, and you do not even know what questions you are supposed to answer or what you have been looking forward to, then there is no point. So it completely defeats the purpose if you do not bring your CL manual and ask you for retrospective evaluation, because most of the time what happens is the evaluator also do not remember how you performed in the past 1 week. It's not like a project speech that you can remember a lot of things. Maybe you will not remember. So the idea is to bring the CL manual again. Okay. So that was the 10th question. And Mr. Pavra, you want to add something?
I just like to add a little bit to this. We need to understand the basic concept behind the Toastmasters movement. This is a self-help club. We are here to improve ourselves. You can either go by the letter or you can go by the spirit. The idea is to improve yourself and to try and take as much as you can out of this wonderful opportunity which Toastmasters presents you. So, like in the CC track, you can continue without improving, or you can take it upon yourself to repeat certain projects if you yourself don't feel that you've done justice to that project. So it's entirely the call on the person how he wants to treat his journey in Toastmasters. And it's pretty much going to be left to him to tackle his journey ethically or otherwise while he traverses this path. So it's entirely you can choose the path you wish to take.
Okay, thank you. I do not have much time left, so I'll end the project workshop right now. And the maximum number of answers has been answered by Vijita. So, do you want to know what your special prize is?
Sure.
Sure. You will be the first table topic speaker for today. I hope you remember our meeting. With this, I'll hand it back to our Master of Ceremonies, Mr. Shobhita.